the majority of the time, Felicia and I go out to eat. I like to pay.
Oh my God.
I do. Would you say that I do?
Yes, no, you do.
I like to pay.
But what are you about to talk about?
I was just going to bring up the fact that one time you text me and you were like, hey, I don't necessarily you always do this.
Yeah.
Next time we go out,
let me pay.
You were like, next time we go out, I want to pay for you. I was like, you really mean that? That's really sweet of you.
Yeah.
I was like, forget it. All right, cool. Next time we go out, we're at a place called Urban Plates.
I was kind of excited.
This is it. This is the next time. We get up there, it's cash register. He's like, all right. I was kind of standing back. I was like, I don't even know if she remembers. Is this going to happen? Here we go. It happens. All right.
Yeah.
She's pulling out her card. Here we go. Swipes it up. I'm like, man, you really did mean that. Thank you. That's love. That's love. And got declined.
It happens. At first I thought it was because I keep going to the gas station and it keeps saying that my chip is messed up.
Yeah.
So at first when it happened, I was like, frick. I was like, it's my chip. And he was like, no, it's just declined.
All right, let's try it again. And then you try it again.
Oh.
The card.
I thought you were talking about the whole story.
No.
I was like,
you try the card again.
Yeah.
Decline it again. I was like, hey, Felicia, look, it's all good. I got you.
Yeah.
And so I ended up getting it, but it was the thought that counts. and then
and I have no other card
I was
to use.
I was like, she's like, I'm gonna get you some money or whatever. I was like, nah, it's all good. It's all good. And then today, I get an envelope on my doorstep with a gift card to Waffle House. Let's go.
Because the other day, he was looking up flights to go eat at a Waffle House.
Let's talk about that right after this intro. 925 podcast. Let's get it.
Yeah, so literally that night I bought the card. And it was supposed to be 1 day shipping, Waffle House. And when was that? Like a Wednesday, Thursday?
I don't know when you did this little sneaky present. I don't know when you ordered it.
Anyway, I ordered it the night that the thing happened with my card. And then...
Okay. Yeah, it took a minute.
Yeah, anyway, so I'm pissed. Oh, and then it was weird because I messaged them and I was like, hey, like, I ordered this for 1 day shipping. Because I wanted it to be, like, immediate, not like, oh, it's like a week after and, like, whatever. And so that's why I did the 1 day shipping. And then, so I messaged him and I was like, hey, I ordered this 1 day shipping.
You sent him a DM on IG?
No, I emailed them. And then they messaged back and was like, oh, it just got shipped today, actually. I was like, okay, well, what about that whole week that... But anyway, it's here.
Nah, I've been thinking about Waffle House a lot lately.
Mm-hmm.
The past couple months, it's been on my mind. I want to go over there and enjoy a delicious breakfast at 1 a.m.
Isn't there like another place here that's like the same thing?
If there is, I don't want it. I want Waffle House. Okay.
Okay, well now you can go.
They got them in Amarillo, where all my family's from, and everybody moved out of Amarillo, so I don't know when the next time I'm gonna go over there is.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should. I'm thinking the closest Waffle House to me right now
is Arizona.
Is in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah.
The flights from here to Phoenix are not that bad.
That'd be a good podcast story.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't know if that would be interesting to anybody but myself. It's just something that I'm going to do. I'm literally going to take a flight from here to Phoenix, land there in the afternoon sometime, get a hotel, check in, and I'm going to take myself over to Waffle House at around 12 a.m.
Oh.
I'm just going to go in, eggs, hash browns, sausage, some toast, and then top it all off with a freaking chocolate chip waffle.
Okay.
And it's going to be amazing. Then I'm going to get on a plane the next morning and come back. That sounds like the perfect way to start 2022 right there.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's what my New Year's resolution is to take a flight from here to Phoenix and go to Waffle House.
Okay.
So.
I hope you do it.
Hey, chase dreams.
Now you have a reason.
Yeah, now I got this gift card, so it's like, for sure. What's up? What you been up to?
I went to Pismo.
You had Thanksgiving early.
Yeah, I don't know why we did it
Oh.
early. Whoa.
Happy Thanksgiving. If anybody's listening to this on Thanksgiving Day, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you have some great turkey and all that and get to, have some great family
Turkey's
time.
gross.
Okay. All right, yeah. So you had Thanksgiving early. You guys didn't have turkey?
No, we did.
You don't do the turkey?
No, we do the turkey.
Are you a ham family?
No, it's like both. Like there's both.
Okay.
Like there's some ham, some turkey. I geared towards the ham, but the turkey's cool. It's just I need to drench it in gravy. I can't just eat it.
Got it. Okay.
And then everyone tells me no, but you have to try my mom's turkey. Like it's so juicy, so nice. And then I try it, and then it's like it's dry. I think turkey's just dry.
The white meat in turkey, I feel like it's hard. It's hard to get that side right.
Yeah.
But the dark meat is always pretty good.
Yeah. A lot of mac and cheese. I had a lot of mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
There was a vegetable tray. Just they had a lot of stuff. They have like all the classic Thanksgiving stuff. I just don't know if I'm a fan.
Okay.
Like stuffing, I remember trying it last year and I ate it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't pick it. Like mac and cheese just sounds so good to me all the time.
Mac and cheese is pretty good.
It is. And
you get the mac and cheese that you guys have, does it have like the crusty top? Like the crusted?
Sometime last year it did, this year it didn't. So what the frick was like a what?
Was it Kraft?
What?
It was Kraft this year?
No. I don't know who made the mac and cheese. Probably one of my aunts. Yeah, my aunts held it down, did all the cooking.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of funny because my grandma would do all the cooking for Thanksgiving. Like everything. Like my aunts would be like, "Oh, can we help?" And they'd be like, "Oh, I guess you could stir the gravy." That's literally from a freaking like powder thing, like the brown gravy. And then she had a recipe for the white gravy and like whatever. Like she would do everything, like, from the pies to the like literally everything. And so when she passed, it's been weird. Like my aunt just held it down. But I guess there was 2 cookbooks, and so they've been used. They have one of them, but I guess my grandpa accidentally threw away the other one. And so yeah, we just don't know. And then my grandma would do a lot of like, oh, just a pinch of this, a pinch of that, and we had no clue what that meant.
Right.
So it's been a little weird, but
the torch has been passed.
Yeah, just not smoothly.
I mean,
but everything tastes good.
Yeah. Just give them some time.
Yeah,
give them a couple more Thanksgiving. They'll kind of figure it out and add some love in it here and there.
Yeah, and store-bought pies aren't bad.
Okay, hey, there you go. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think normally our pies are store-bought. I don't know if we ever do those from scratch. So I do respect that. You're getting like a full like home cooked meal over there.
Yeah,
that's fire.
But yeah, it was really fun. We went out to Pismo, did it a week early. I'm genuinely not sure why we did it a week early. So if anyone in my family that's listening can let me know why we did it a week early, you can let me know. But yeah, it was really fun.
I'm gonna guess it's because of schedules. Got mixed up or something.
Day. I don't know. Or maybe it was cheaper the week before to book it in Pismo. I don't know. But yeah, I think it's really a crazy thing. I was telling my aunt about this too, and do you have younger cousins?
Yes.
So maybe you might relate, but like, so with like my aunts, in my head, they've been the same age, like my entire life.
Yeah.
Like they've been the same age. And so when I don't see them for since I've been out here, obviously I go like every like 6 months, probably more than that. But say like I don't really see them fully for like a whole year. And then I see them, it's like, oh, okay, that's my aunts.
Mm-hmm.
But my little cousins are in, like, I feel like from like 2 to like 15, it's like they go from 2 to 15 in 2 years.
It just
like
all of a sudden.
Yes, like my cousins are like growing up, and like I was looking at them and I was like, "How old are you?" And I was a little tipsy, so I kept asking her because I kept forgetting. And I was asking my cousin Genevieve, what did she even say? I think she's 11.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, when did you turn 10? When did you, like, in my head, you're 6. Like,
so funny.
It's so crazy. And like my little cousin's about to be a freshman, I think. And like I can't it just doesn't make any sense. Like
Goated.
none of it makes sense at all. But yeah, so they are just growing up and it's really freaking weird. It was nice though to I think it's funny cuz we're at a point where like no one really cares like about anything, and so like I don't know, like in my head I never thought I'd be taking shots with my aunts for Thanksgiving, I guess. Or like
Are your aunts like super strict and just like
no, but
very-
like
are they Mormon? Just like super just by the book?
no.
Okay.
But like I never thought, or like before we ate Thanksgiving, like all the other cousins went out to like smoke and like no one obviously cared, but it was just like, what the heck? Like I'm old. Like this is weird.
You're old?
Oh,
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
bud. Okay, bud.
But yeah, but I think the trip reminded me of some childhood stories.
Good. Was like some old like Thanksgiving memories or just like oh, because you guys are all talking about reminiscing.
Everything.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like too I talk a lot when I drink, and so I was just saying every story ever, and like everything was just coming to me.
Yeah.
But there was this one time where so my aunt was pregnant with my cousin Layla. My aunt Trisha was pregnant with Layla. And
It's a cool name.
Layla? Yeah. And so she was pregnant and her due date was coming up. And it was the same time that my brother graduated middle school, I want to say. And so I always thought the story was that she got there and then he was about to walk up and her water broke.
Okay.
That's what I always thought the story was. And
right there at the graduation.
Yeah, and she held it down until he walked over and got his diploma.
Jeez.
Right? So that's what I always thought, and I still thought it was a crazy story.
I didn't even know that was possible.
But you shouldn't.
Yeah.
But I told my aunt that. I was like, remember when you did that? Like, you're insane. And she goes, no, my water broke before we got there. So her water broke, and then she drove to the graduation, sat, and our last name's Ornalis. O's. End of the mother freaking alphabet.
Yeah.
And she waited all the names, waited for him to graduate, and then they left to go to the hospital.
What the?
And like,
how was that? How was that not uncomfortable? It had to have been uncomfortable.
Yeah, but they love my brother a whole lot. He's the first grandchild and also the only boy.
Okay.
So he gets like a little babied.
It's a little special treatment.
A lot. Yeah. It's also funny because me and my brother definitely had a relationship where like we didn't like each other growing up, like at all. Like I would like kick his doors and like bother him, and like he would say really mean stuff to me. Like it was just like that type of dynamic. And so it's just funny because I have all these stories of him being mean to me, but also it was very much reciprocated. Don't want to act like he was like bullying me. Like I definitely deserved like him doing that. But it's just funny because like my aunts would be like, oh no, like our sweet baby Dominic, like he's an angel, never hurt a fly. And then I was like, y'all do know that he held my he put my eyes underwater so that the puffiness would go down before my dad came because I was crying because he was mean to me. And then they're like, no, he didn't. He just like
he would never do that.
Like, and it's just so funny. It was also a funny thing because my aunt married my Uncle Jay. So he's like in our family because marriage, and he has a brother, and his brother had a kid, and so they were babysitting the kid all weekend. And his name is Dominic, and so it was really funny just hearing Dominic, and then my brother would be like, what? And I literally looked at the baby, I was like, we need to change your name because this is not working out for me. Like
right.
But yeah, I don't know,
I think that brother sister dynamic is interesting. I don't even I can't even imagine what that would be like. Are there any situations where a brother and a sister get along?
Well, now we do.
I mean, I'm talking about growing up, like being in the house, elementary school, middle school years.
I feel like y'all have to argue.
Like, yeah, it's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, like, cause where we're at is just all boys. I got an older brother and a younger brother, and
Yeah.
so like, we're I think for the most part, I was able to be cool with Jake and Casey, like both of them. I think a lot of like the younger years, Casey wasn't really like cool with Jake like that, and so it's cool to see them good now, just like how you guys are. But yeah, it's interesting growing up, just the little siblings just getting on your nerves is what happens.
Whoa, but he was mean too.
I mean, it's because you're mean.
Yeah, but it was equal, I think.
Yeah, that's funny.
I just remember like I don't know. It was also a thing of okay, so I have like three. It's like my brother, and then there was three girl cousins like growing up. So it was my brother, and then my cousin Marisol, me, and then my cousin Alexia.
Yeah.
And so Alexia lived with my grandparents at one point, so she was kind of like the favorite, like with my
Okay.
grandparents, because like they lived with her, like that type thing.
Right.
And so we'd be over at our grandparents' house all the time, and Alexia was just vicious, I think, growing up. She was just so mean to us. And there's an instance, and I think I might have said this before.
On the podcast?
Yeah.
About what?
She like told me that she was gonna shoot me. But obviously we were so little, like she probably didn't even know what that meant, really. She was like, I want to shoot you. And then it was when the iPhones like only had the apps where like you could like chug a beer and shoot a gun and like all that stuff.
Yeah.
And so my older cousin Marisol got the app and like started shooting me, and it was like this funny thing. So we started like making fun of her, and she was so angry. So she started crying, and she went up to my grandma and was crying, and my grandma was like, why are you guys picking on her? Like, she's a little girl. Like, you guys are teaming up on her. And we were like, she just said that she wanted to shoot me. Like, what do you mean? And she's like, no, she didn't say that. Like, all this stuff.
Dang.
But that would happen all the time.
So I got a question. Did anybody in your family believe you?
That she was evil?
with anything that you say. Because you start talking about Dominic and like those times with you guys, they don't believe that.
I think they believe it. They're just putting on the like, oh no, he's
they don't
an
want to
angel.
believe it.
Yeah, like
Gotcha.
I definitely like they don't think I'm lying. But like
Okay.
my grandma thought I was lying.
Right.
Because I guess she's like this little girl, but then like she was so evil to us.
When you're talking about the app with the beer and all that, like the iPhone thing, does that seem like a long time ago? Like how long ago are you saying with that?
That was probably in like the early 2000s.
With the iPhone?
When did iPhones come out?
I'm trying to think. Because I think in the early 2000s.
Or maybe like 2008. Yeah,
like
8 or 9.
Yeah, the late maybe. I'm trying to. So it was like it's funny when you bring those up. It makes me think about like playing Snake on a Nokia phone. Mm-hmm. You never had a Nokia phone.
No, I had a Razor.
The Razors were clean though.
I had a pink one.
Did you?
Yeah, with a little charm on it.
The Razors were clean, and then you remember they made that one that crossed with iTunes. It was like a Razor cross with iTunes.
I don't think so.
But it wasn't a flip though.
What the heck?
Unless I'm tripping, I feel like there was a phone that the Razor crossed with iTunes, and it was like the first one that you could like have your music on and listen to it, and then it's also your phone at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the first thing I had with music was the iPod Nanos, the little ones.
Yeah.
With the iPod Nanos though, you could like redeem things at my orthodontist when I had braces. And every visit, you'd get 3 coins. And I saved up and got my grandpa an iPod Nano, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
That's love.
Yeah, and he had all his music on it.
I wish that I still had mine.
Your iPod Nano?
Like
what was your first phone?
Probably one of those Nokias.
Really?
Like a Nokia phone. I want to say I was probably like in 6th grade, 7th grade.
I think that's when I got mine too.
About around the same time.
Or
middle
maybe
school?
like 4th or 5th, because I remember I was walking to school by myself.
Dang. So
Yeah.
you got your own phone, walking to school by yourself. At that point, you're grown, huh? That's crazy.
It's because
Started driving.
yeah, no, my brother because at one point he would walk me to school because we went to the same school, but he's just it got to a point where he was in high school or middle school maybe. I don't know. We just went to different schools. And so I was walking myself to school because I would start way later than him.
Got you.
And so I think once I started walking to school, that's when I got a phone, and it was a Razor. Oh my God. And then I got this one. I made this whole thing how I told my parents, I was like, this is my dream phone. I need it. It was a green phone. And it flipped like this. Like it was like the keyboard.
The sidekicks?
I don't think it was that.
Interesting.
But there was
something different.
It was something different, but it was cool because only for a little bit the screen was touch screen too. Like it was only when you did like the keypad, the front, like so just look like this, and then the front was touch screen, but only with the keypad, and then when you flipped it, it was flippable. And I had that one, and I think I broke it, and then my mom gave me one of hers, and it was like a phone that slid up, but then it also slid to the side too.
Yeah.
And I thought I was so cool. And then I think my next one was the iPhone.
And then from there, it's like it just took over.
All iPhones, yeah.
Man,
I had the bright green iPhone though too.
I'm trying to think. I used to have a blackjack. Do you know what those look like? The blackjacks were clean. I think that was probably like my favorite phone though. Wasn't an iPhone. And I had that for a minute. And what I remember is there's a video on mine. I wish I could pull it up or somehow saved it or transferred it. But there's a video of Jake trying to snort a...
Snort a what?
He was trying to snort a spaghetti noodle through his nose.
I'm scared.
It was so funny though, because it got stuck. Like it didn't come like I think it got stuck like in the back of his nose just for a second.
God.
And it scared him. And he was tripping out for a second, and yeah, it was hilarious. But that was like one of the funniest moments.
When did you, or what was?
And I had it on camera.
And now it's lost.
Forever.
So what now?
I don't know. Maybe it'll come up somewhere.
Did you ever have an iPod Touch?
I didn't.
Me either.
Yeah.
What the freaking heck was up with that? I wanted one so bad.
Did you?
Yeah.
For what though? Like to listen to your music on? That was what it was for, right? And then like you could play games. It was like an iPhone, but without being able to call something. Yeah. They don't even make those anymore, huh?
Probably not. I don't know why they would.
Yeah, I never felt like I ever needed one of those.
What was your first iPhone?
It took me a minute to get one.
Really?
I really didn't want to get one right away.
You're too cool.
I might have been one of those people that was just like, Mom, no, I don't need an iPhone.
I think my first one was a 4.
A 4? I couldn't even tell you. It was thicker though. It was definitely one of the thicker ones. But nah, when you guys were in Pismo Beach, I was gonna ask you, was there anybody riding dirt bikes or anything out there?
They had the 4-wheelers.
Okay. Every time somebody's brought up Pismo Beach, it's about going out there to ride, and I've never been.
Yeah, no, it was really cool. You could like rent them, but apparently it was like $1,500 down or deposit, and then it's $400 to rent them.
Got you.
But
you could have brought my dirt bike.
I told you.
You could have rode it.
No, oh my God, I was trying to throw hints so bad. I was like, Dad, so I think we need to do it.
Well, have you ever done that before?
Yes.
Rode some like 4-wheelers, like little ATVs or something?
Yeah. I have told you this a million times, but my aunt lives in a town called Alturas, and so she had a bunch of 4-wheelers, dirt bikes, literally everything under the sun. I want to say they don't have the dirt bikes anymore, because those are my cousin Cariana's dirt bikes, but I know they still have the 4-wheelers, and they had something else. I don't know. They had a lot of cool stuff though.
Sounds like a fun spot over there. Felicia was showing me this picture of a pumpkin pie. that they put some like whipped cream on it. They put a car on top of it, and they put some whipped cream off the side of it, making it look like some smoke. And it looks like a car's doing a little donut on the pumpkin pie. And I think we're gonna do that tomorrow.
We should.
We're gonna get one
Tomorrow.
of those. I thought you said you want to get it tomorrow.
Are you doing the dinner tomorrow?
No, but you said let's go tomorrow. You don't remember saying that?
No, I said let's do this.
And then you're like, yeah, let's go get the pie tomorrow. I was
Oh
like,
no,
all right,
I said
cool.
today. Get the pie today.
What the?
But
frick?
do
All right, we're gonna do that and make a donut for the Lexus that was lost. We're gonna make a little pumpkin pie donut with that and turn it up. My family is all coming down tomorrow. Which when you guys are hearing this would have been yesterday.
Whoa.
Quick trip from.
Oh yeah, we're recording this Tuesday.
Yeah, this is different. It's Tuesday. Quick trip for everybody, but I think an important one. It's always good to just get to have that Thanksgiving meal and sit down and just kind of reflect.
That's cool that y'all are doing it in LA.
It's really tight. I'm glad that everybody wanted to come out here too, because I think that this will be the first year that it's just me and Jake at this spot. And so it started to feel like a lot more like a parish household here, you know what I mean? And feel more of like a home with the way that we got it set up. And so getting to do Thanksgiving dinner with everybody like that, I feel like will really, take it there.
Yeah. I can't wait for your mom to see the bathroom downstairs.
My mom's got all these live, love, laugh photos that she'll find, little posters. And we thought it would be a good idea to just designate that bathroom downstairs for all of those. And so we got them all set up in there. Mom, if you're listening to this, well, you'll see it tomorrow. She got me a little like towel rack, and me and Jake put that together earlier today, just in time for everybody to come down here. So they have, a towel to wipe their hands on after they wash their hands. And yeah, no, it's gonna be fun. There's gonna be a lot of pool being played, so I'm sure we'll get some competitions going. What's your deal? Are you gonna be able to jump in there or no?
Can we practice today?
I
just don't know how to play. Like
you don't understand the rules or
everything.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure some of that out.
Literally how to use the pool stick.
Okay. But will you give it a shot though? Yeah. I think that the majority of the time that we've been down there and we've been playing, you're just messing around. It's like we're making you do it, and you're just messing around like, oh, right, but like, will you give it a shot for real?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Everyone tell Miles to get a ping pong tabletop.
Bing bong.
Because that'd be so much fun.
Oh, you talking about for in there?
Yeah, you just put it on top of there.
Raise the light up. We'll get it going.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. I'm interested in that. But yeah, so it would be fun having everybody down here. And yeah, a lot of pool gonna be played. A lot of dressing that's gonna be eaten. And that's my favorite dish of all time. My mom can freaking go in on some of that. And yeah, just looking forward to all of it. I was gonna ask you too, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, what are some things this year that you felt super, super thankful for? This year specifically, the one of 2021.
This year? What happened this year?
A lot.
You think so?
I will say this. I'm thankful for this for you.
What?
One of the best things I think that happened is you figuring out a new house apartment situation.
Oh yeah, I'm thankful for
I'm thankful for that for you.
Yeah.
Seriously.
No, it's been really freaking nice. I love it there. I do miss living in this area though. Like in Northridge. I miss living.
But if you had to weigh the pros and cons,
yeah, no.
it's going over.
I definitely like that. I think this year especially thankful for my family. Like, I think that's a cliche thing to say, but I feel like this year I've like realized it a little more. And like, I don't know how to put it into words, but like, I think I definitely was going through the phase of like never, and I I still do this sometimes, but like never answering my parents' calls or like not checking in, and definitely do a lot more of answering. My mom has probably noticed dramatically.
Okay.
But yeah, I think just my entire family too, just like talking to them more about actual stuff and not just like, hey, because I think it's different too when like you live far away and it's like, oh, I'm gonna catch you up on like everything. Whereas like if I saw them every day, it's like, oh, I don't have to tell them, like
Right,
type of thing.
right.
So I think being the person that like lives far and comes back has been really better for me in a way. Like I've gotten closer to them. If that
Okay.
makes any sense.
No, I definitely feel that because you got a lot to talk about when you go back now.
And it's like more special.
Absolutely.
But yeah. And just I don't know, my parents have been there, I feel like here recently, even like with certain issues, like they're like before maybe we're not in that way able to help, and they helped a lot. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't want anyway.
I'm trying to put it together. Thinking like,
They just helped out a lot.
No, I don't think it's cliche. I don't think it's ever
Yeah.
cliche to be thankful for your family. That's always gonna be the one.
What about you?
Um,
Name something really deep and then something stupid.
Something stupid.
Oh, I'm really thankful also for Miro.
For Miro, the greatest cousin of all time. For him being out here and being close and just
Yeah, but next year,
what? You're not gonna be thankful for
next
him?
year I'm not thankful for him because he's moving.
Is that official? That's like really happening. It's going down.
He keeps saying it, and whenever Miro says something, it happens for some reason.
He puts it together.
Yeah, but anyway, go on.
I'm trying to think of something. It's a good question. I'm trying to think of something dumb.
Dumb. For me, dumb. I'm really thankful. I don't know either.
I know something dumb that I'm really thankful for, but I already mentioned it earlier.
What?
My gift card to Waffle House. I'm really thankful for that because it's gonna put this trip in motion. I'm really gonna get out there and go. I think I sort of mentioned it a couple times over some of these podcasts before if you listen, but just for the day a lot of the times. Just getting to wake up and do your thing. I feel like is for some reason hit me a lot harder this year. Not from anything specifically, but yeah, for some reason I just started waking up feeling thankful to be here. You know what I'm saying? The position that I'm in, the opportunity that this life has just brought me, and yeah, I don't know. It's interesting how that happens. Like sometimes I'll just wake up and just thank Jesus. Like I feel like I haven't done that in a long time, and yeah, this year definitely was just feeling like that. Just being outside and whether there's things on my mind that I wish I was here. I wish this was happening. And as much as I can, overthink things sometimes and kind of like, push myself down a little bit, I think in those moments, waking up, being thankful for the day kind of helped just put things into perspective for me, just in a way that's like, man, we got a really, really cool thing going on. All of us, here in this situation. Right here with everything that we have right now. I think that we're super super blessed. But
To add on to that,
yeah.
and talking about my trip too, is I I think going back to like and being like, oh yeah, like I did this or like whatever, like it's a little fun to like get to say cool experience I've had. But my favorite thing to do is to brag about my friends' experiences. And so I had a whole section of like talking about Destiny and Miro. But we had a big section. I was bragging about you. I was like, I was telling my grandpa to give a song in Grey's Anatomy.
Oh.
And the Madden thing. And don't you have one of FIFA too?
Yeah.
I was bragging about all that. I was like, yeah, and FIFA.
That's crazy.
And
That's
like,
crazy.
it was super cool. So
Nah, I appreciate that. That thing was kind of crazy. Did that hit last time? When we talked about it in the last podcast?
the Grey's Anatomy thing?
Yeah. That came after? You sure? Maybe it did, huh?
I think it was after.
So Grey's Anatomy, I don't know if any of you guys watch it, but the latest episode featured Cut a Rug in it, which is insane. It's cool to see it being used in that way too.
Yeah.
Good moment of the episode, and they were all just dancing in the living room, like literally cutting a rug.
Yeah.
Like it was on a rug and everything. So I just feel like the song really fit in right there. And man,
that song's doing its thing.
It really
it's like
is.
the Jonas Brothers concerts. I said that too.
Nah, that's nuts. It's cool that song literally came from me having to use the bathroom at a freaking Lazy Dog somewhere in Thousand Oaks. 50s beat was on playing, and I just got this hook in my head. Went straight over to Dylan. Next time we had a session, I was like, hey, I got this idea. And then it just comes together. Like, it's just one of those ones that just like kind of falls into your lap. And so it's cool to see it. I mean, that was 2017, when that came together. And so just to see it still,
Did you say
carrying
that's
some
your favorite
weight.
song of yours?
I think so.
It's like not, but okay.
In my head. Okay. All right. But in my head, I feel like the way it was written was pretty clever.
Okay.
All right. Because it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me just being dumb or like just being proud of it, right?
Oh.
It could be that, right?
The dumb one, yeah.
The dumb one, yeah.
No, it's a good
in the
song.
beginning, it's like very respectful, and it's like, hey, if it's a girls' night, I would understand. Or if you're single tonight and don't have no plans, I hope you don't mind me asking, do you want to dance to the music, right? And then it goes into the chorus, and then in the second verse at the end of it, the beginning of the second verse is like, let's take it back to 1956. That's when the bop and rock and roll was lit, and it's like, all right, let's take it back to this vibe, and let's just like, do some like 50s like dancing, right? But at the end of it, it's like, and then we back to the future in my DeLorean. I hope you don't mind me asking again. Now I'm saying it in a way that's like I'm going back to where we were at in the first verse at the end of it. And I don't know, to me, I mean, hey, I could just be being dumb, but like, to me, it was like visually, I'm thinking about that, like, oh, this is kind of cool. It's like the DeLorean makes sense because it's like Back to the Future. I don't know. I'm done. I'm done.
No, it's cool.
But yeah, it was just fun. And it feels good.
Lyricalist.
Hey, sometimes I try. A lyricalist. Sometimes I try really, really hard to fit the puzzle pieces together. But then other times I want to say something like, she got a donk, da-donk, da-donk. That's what I want. Like, sometimes I want to be like more lyrical, and then sometimes I just want to like turn up, have fun. But that song, Cut a Rug, I think really saved me on the Hoodie Allen tour because I was a brand new artist opening up to a lot of these people. They had no idea who I was, and I'm going in there just with some like heavy, hard-hitting beats. Bay Area, just in their face right there in Boston. They're like, what the frick is going on? And then it's funny because then you get to that Cut a Rug song, and that was the one that really kind of like got people to loosen up a little bit. And I was like, okay, all right, no, this is cool. This is cool. But it's that moment where I'm like, all right, I want you to, if you got somebody that you care about a lot, grab them by the hand and give them a little twirl. Do like this. But everybody would do it. Like by the time, because like I was getting no no response with anybody. Like through the whole set, everybody's kind of just like chilling, checking it out. But then for some reason, that part when you call it out, everybody would do it, and then they would just like loosen up completely after that. So the rest of my set always went good.
Yeah.
After Cutter Rug happened. So shout out to Cutter Rug. It's on
Shout
Spotify, Apple Music. Shout out Aperol, everybody. But yeah,
that is so freaking cool.
I'm thankful for Cutter Rug.
I'm thankful for intro.
Intro. We did that one for you, right?
Yeah,
we did.
That I was shook.
It happened.
You would never do that. There's not one part in your brain when you're making a set list. It's like, I'm gonna put an intro. Do you not understand? That's a really good song. Like your verses are so good.
I gotta listen to it again. But I'm a big Phantom fan. I like the music that me and Phantom make.
Yeah, that whole EP is really good. And Slept On, if y'all want to go listen. It's called Still Mobbin' EP.
We got to bring it back.
Oh, shit. Yeah. I mean, shoot.
But, yeah, good times. You know, guys, can I tell you about Happy Holidays?
Oh, no. We're going here.
At this point, I'm talking to you guys genuinely right now. You're on the inside with us. Okay.
Like it's happening.
I really hope so. Everything has been confirmed with the venue, all this stuff, right? Now we get to the point where it's like, all right, we put together a flyer, right? We got the flyer completely ready to go. Got some openers, couple openers. Cool, let's get it. Now, we got a question for, the people that we're working with over there. Hey, is it okay if we do a meet and greet also? We want to make sure it's good. We go in to the venue a little bit earlier before the doors open, do our meet and greet thing. Bang, right? Then the other thing we need is also the ticket link. So if the tickets are being sold through them, we also need that link so we can promote it and say, hey, this is where you buy tickets at. It's probably been almost a week and a half now since we've asked these questions.
Do they have a phone number?
Maybe.
Why don't we call?
That's a great question. I would assume that we've already tried to do that. But I just keep checking in. I haven't personally myself.
Let's personally do it.
I guess we could try. But just to update you guys, we have everything else ready to go. It's just as soon as we get those, then we're gonna announce it. It would just be so crazy if it's like
show.
it's like the week of. Hey guys, just want to let you know I'm gonna be playing the show this Saturday. Yeah. If you guys want to come through, we're gonna be here. But
that's so scary.
Hopefully, we'll hear back from him after. I'm assuming after this week it'll be, and like the beginning of December, we'll be able to be like, hey, this is what's happening. But I'm still with it. I still want to go and rock, no matter if we do it the day before, announce it, or if it's tomorrow. I'll be ready. But
that's a good one. It's not until the end of it.
That was a good way to end the 24th episode here. I was telling Felicia that I don't know how to say this all the time. Dang, 20 episodes? This is so crazy. Most consistent thing
in your life,
in my life this year.
Probably, yeah.
Do you know how inconsistent I am as a person?
Yeah, Miles does this thing where he'll really get into something and then it will fall off. Like he'll really do something for a whole. It could be a long time, and then you just stop.
And then it disappears.
I feel like this is because like I'm here, like you're like, are you gonna like, cause I'll like say like you going live on Twitch, it's like that's on you.
Yeah,
that's on you.
Now it's on
but then
us.
It's like on us. Like
yeah,
I don't think you would let me down.
Well, here's the thing. I also have a really good time with these two.
Yeah,
I'm having a good time, and I'm excited for season 2. Season 2 is gonna be cool.
Guess
we got some cool things planned for season 2. So you guys stay tuned. Can we tell them about the live stream right now?
Yeah. Are we
just say what day? Say the Friday.
The 10th.
Is it 10th?
Yeah.
Friday on the 10th.
December 10th.
We're telling you guys right now because we're gonna announce it on the last episode, but we'll say it right now just in case anybody wants to mark it in their calendar and plan for it. On the 10th, we're gonna be going live right here from Vomax Studios.
So instead of a podcast that week, it would be a live stream.
Right, because we'll have 24. This is 24. Then the last episode of the season will be next week. And so the following week, we're going to be doing a live stream. And there's going to be something else, which we'll tell you guys about as well.
Why can't we just say it?
Say it next week.
No.
Save it for, something special for the last podcast.
Okay.
And then, yeah, we'll do a live stream. Just
Ooh, the
finale live stream. And we'll...
Please watch.
Yeah. We'll just be on there. I got some ideas I wanted to run by you for that, which I think will be fun. And yeah, we will see you guys next week. Enjoy Thanksgiving with your family. Have a bunch of fun. Be safe. And yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
All right. Bye, guys.